Okay, quick summary. Obviously, you talked about a number of issues, from transport through to community development through to young people. And I think the key message is that what we have in front, we have to continue to talk with you. We have SMBI 2030. Many of the topics we've covered tonight are on that SMBI 2030. And I encourage you, if you haven't read it, to read it. What my commitment to you is that in that SMBI 2030 there are short, medium and long-term actions. There are one's allocated to the community, one's allocated to council and one's allocated to government. That's the key difference between the SMBI Plus, where they're allocated. So my commitment is to you that the short-term actions that I want to see activated immediately, and I know Barbara does too, and can I say to you, Barbara argues on your behalf all the time. In fact, some of the you may shake your head. Some of the councillors say, for heaven's sake, Barbara, we're always talking about things. She has argued for you, and I can vouch for that, because I see her arguing, I see her in committee, I see her in workshops. She's there at every workshop. So the SMBI 2030, which the community had a great role to play in, community volunteers, part of Syndicate, spent hours of their own time on the island talking with people working through those issues. But my commitment is to you to meet with the community as the forum may determine, and we can use a whole range of engagement tools that we have used, like open council, to actually work with you as to which the priorities. We know the amount of revenue that can come from the island will not increase. We know that people are at capacity. So we need to then look at to prioritise what are the things that you want to see done in the short, medium and long term. There's some 220 projects in that. So the commitment to you is to work with you, and it covers all of the areas that we will discuss tonight across the whole board. It's for us to sit down and say, these are the ones that we see as most important, and these are the ones that we can see to make this council on. That's my commitment to you, and we have a document there. All of the issues are raised in there. It's police transport, community development support, all of the rest of it. Let's sit down together and see which of the ones that you want to go. Is it increasing road making on the island? Is it a reduction of that? Is it sporting activities? Is it community activities? Let's sit down and have that discussion.
Look, what I've taken away from tonight is that Macleay Island is part of a great community called Melva. And we're facing, I'm hearing the same sort of questions, access, better value for money. And I think that resonates across the city. And I believe that we need to not be divisive as a city. And what I can say is that, unfortunately, people and government can be divisive. And what I'm taking away tonight is the strength of the leader to bring those people together and deliver an outcome that everyone can live with. I clearly heard that parking is going to make it almost unaffordable around the area for many residents of the parking from the island. We can't do that. We have to have a heart. And a good leader is compassionate. And the 6,500 people tell you that. And then look at 6,500 people from the southern Macleay Island, they're from across the city. That's what I'm taking away tonight. I'm also taking away some other comments. And we know Barbara talked about pulling everything together. It's not just about pulling council together. It's actually about pulling the whole community together. Also about making other parts of your community. And can I just say that petition actually did highlight the issues we have here on the island. And 6,500 people who come from all over the Redlands to acknowledge that. But it was set in the right direction and understanding where you're coming from. You need to have their support. We need to have their support on the 28th of April, by the way. So you need to keep that message going. Infrastructure charge, what you're trying to do that. Well, you need to ask some of the developers that have tried to do a development on the island how much infrastructure they have to contribute to. You could ask one of the guys who's trying to build a childcare centre on Russell Island. You could probably ask Mr. Larkin, who I saw here earlier, who tried to build a shopping centre to provide jobs and opportunities and services to your community and customers. They are contributing to infrastructure in your community. They're not doing it just as part of infrastructure, they're doing it as social and soft infrastructure that is providing jobs. I'm just going to sum up, and I've said this before, I'm sorry if I repeat myself. You need to be united. You need a positive attitude and a strong leader with supportive council who demonstrates compassion for its people. Not a long-term bureaucrat track by the state government, more processes and less results.
Well, that brings us to the end of our meeting. I'd like to personally thank Karen and Melva for both being here tonight. It is important that we, the people here on the SMBIs, do know who our candidates are, do know what their beliefs are, and thank you very much for coming along and being frank and honest with us.